Okay, there it should say Sega now. Oh my sweet baby Jesus, that's loud. Okay, I'm just gonna get going. Instead of having an introduction and then starting, I'm gonna just start and do the introduction. And I gotta move. So why am I playing this at July 2021? Playing frickin', I'm gonna go get the sword. Playing this Tomb Raider 1 port on an emulator right now. So this is the Megadrive version, and I'm doing this very late as far as chronological time is concerned. I'm doing it in response to DaxidXNewton. I'm sure you wouldn't mind me talking about this, but he did a video about Tomb Raider. No, not Tomb Raider. Prince of Persia. Duh. And it was called Prince of Persia on Almost Everything. And it was a very cool video and must have been extremely tedious to research and put that video together. So 1 million pats on the back for that. But the point is, there was one port that I came across. I found an old hard drive. When was it? Yesterday? Today? I'm not sure. It was recently. And it had Sega emulator on it. And I thought, let's check this out. And then yes, there was Prince of Persia. I remember having played this. And I just remembered, damn, like, let's just check how this plays again. And it seemed to play just fine. And I remembered from David's video that he said, in his words, the Megadrive version by Domark is unplayable. And there are a couple of things. Okay, here's a good example. Combat. Don't even bother blocking. You cannot use up. I know David said, I'm basically just talking to David, but I'm gonna use his name. I'm actually gonna get this because level 2 is terrible with the swordsman. And yeah, you can't press up to block. That's not a thing. You have to press jump to block. And blocking nudges you backwards. He said all of this stuff in the video. So combat is pretty terrible if you try to block. So if you adapt, there's a moment just before they move forward. Just there. Just there. Yeah. It's not by any means a guarantee that it'll work, but it simplifies the combat a lot. So no blocking. Try and get that timing right as they're about to move towards you. Boom. No, sometimes it doesn't work, but that's also my bad. You gotta really press the button. Yeah, you mustn't tap it. Press it. Wait. There you go. So something nice, the poison versus the, I don't know why I'm pointing. The poison is still a greenish, well, is green. I think it was blue on the PC version. Tap. So the important thing is I'm going to go through this basically to show that, I mean, it isn't unplayable. If you're able to play the whole game start to finish without saving, then it can't be unplayable. So okay, so what else? So basically I'm going to be comparing it to the PC and imagining that you had not played the PC version before, which is important. So that's the problem. having played the PC version, when you get the super potions, which give you an extra health point, there was something special about that. Picking up the vase-shaped super potions. So now this doesn't have it. You don't know. You can't tell the difference. So that's a bit shitty. And I'll limit swearing to shitty because it's just the right thing to do. So I'm just going to standing jump. So this you definitely could not do on the PC. A two-tile run and jump. So that's kind of a nice thing to be able to do without cheating. Because on the PC you could do this back and forward running thing to make it possible to do a two-tile run and jump. What else did David say? Oh, he said it's like guiding a 5-ton excavator through a lake of jam. So the Prince feels heavy, and honestly, not really. Feels just fine. And I'm just going to go here. I don't want to waste too much time. There's the secret passage over here. That's got a super potion in it. But in this version, that isn't. It's a standard potion. Here, these snapping jaws, as I call it. I know David calls them chompers or choppers, probably choppers. Anyway, you cannot step through the choppers in this version. He's too slow, and that's legit. You can't. Okay, see. Oh, and edge detection. Edge detection is non-existent, I think he said. It's very, very bad, but it's not non-existent. And I actually thought about Tomb Raider. You see, I've already mentioned Tomb Raider once. And I think people that actually do watch my channel would know why I've got Tomb Raider on my mind. But Tomb Raider didn't have any edge detection. Literally none. You had to perfectly line up your jumps with the little hop backwards. And that's all you got to do in this version. You've got to basically line yourself up and prepare for the jump, like you would have to do every single time in Tomb Raider. Like doing free jumping, as I would call it in Tomb Raider, or YOLO. That's when you do a jump without setting up for it, it's called YOLO, because there's a zero guarantee you're going to get it right. Zero. And there's extremely low guarantee. Okay, well, therefore it wouldn't be a guarantee. There's extremely low chance you're going to get it right in this game, but it can be done. So that kind of adds to the challenge. Because I was thinking about Prince of Persia on PC. Why didn't I set up the jumps on the PC version? And the truth is, the edge detection was so good and so forgiving. You didn't need to. It was almost a certainty that you would time your jump correctly. What else? David said, turning around, the time it takes to turn around could be measured with a sundial, which is obviously very long, but it just doesn't feel that way. I don't know. It just feels okay. I'm never going to compare this. I'm not saying this is as good as the PC. There's absolutely no ways that's what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is it's definitely not unplayable. See, here's a grayish potion that gives you an extra health point. I don't know how that works. There's the odd gray one, but all of the super potions are not gray. Here's something cool that you can do in this version. Climbing up when there's a... Oh, come on. He's going to get most of my health. There he goes. You definitely could not do that on the PC. Oh, you see, this is a grey potion as well, so it's just random. It's not randomly generated, but oops. It's random Randomly placed. Okay. Okay, I gotta be careful here. Just want to go back for this. So yes, you cannot step through choppers, snapping jaws. I'll use my name. That's what I used to call it. And there's barely any predictive correction for jumping up ledges. That can be annoying. Spikes are a bit shitty in this game. When you don't expect that they'll be able to get you when you start running. But it's not bad. Like David would know, there's many ports where the spikes are much worse than in this port. Don't know if I've mentioned it, but in a lot of the ports of the game, you use the up button for jumping. But for there you press up. But all other jumping, standing jumps, running jumps, oops. The mirror seems to be fine. Hold on, it's just, you need to jump exactly the 1.5 tiles, that's it. Reflection just sort of has a purple vest, a bit strange. Okay. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, I think my point is already proven at this stage. It's definitely not unplayable. And the reason, and I'll also back that with the fact that watching David's attempt at playing it on the NES. The NES version of Prince of Persia was the worst one. There is no question about that. So to say that, yes, he said that it's bad, but to say that this is unplayable in comparison to that, I don't know. I'm just showing you that the shadow comes in, takes the drink, runs. That works perfectly normally. What's here, when you swing on the PC version, it would matter where you ended up swinging. Like, Prince would fall a little bit more forward if he was on the forward swing, and a little bit more back if he was on the back swing, that kind of thing. Doesn't matter in this version, which would affect a lot of the very difficult Prince of Persia mods that people make, like King of Persia. I don't know if Suave Prince actually made any mods or if he just plays all of them, but that's the thing. You could never have this as a platform for creating your own levels. It's bad. This is bad, but it's not unplayable. Oh, will you come on? Okay, enough. Damn. So yeah, obviously combat. It's kind of cool trying to time the hit there, you know. There's something to it. But you'll never have that cool experience with the PC version where you do the block strike, block strike, block strike, especially against the more difficult enemies or swordsmen like the Fatso. A couple of I think it was like level 7 swordsmen, and then Jafar that You know, that's not going to happen. You cannot block in this. You don't even bother. Okay, so this is level 6. This is where the new levels come in, which are not like PC. It's got the extra levels. The PC basically had 12 levels, but it was 12A, B, and C. This basically including the final run to the princess is 17 levels, so a little bit more. And then yes, the fading. We see that fade into the other. So here I'm going to use, sorry, I'll come back to that just now. About 2 tiles will give you a perfect run and jump. See, 2 tiles. Okay, that wasn't perfect. You've got to be exactly 2 tiles on the line, or one step, not step, but like one little Prince of Persia foot within the line. Then it's guaranteed to be a perfect jump. So that's all you got to do in this unplayable version, is line up your jumps. I want to limit my talking now until there's something relevant to say, because I do want to look at the values, the virtues of these extra levels, because David did say there's literally no niceties about this game at all. There are some niceties. I'll show you now. One cool thing is, I mean, the music is highly repetitive, but at least there is more than one soundtrack. I think there's 3, and then one on level 14, 15, 16, I don't know. The old level 12. See, here's a nicety. The green potion that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra minutes, which you need. You need the extra time in this game. So that's a nicety. The extra levels do have character. Then the new levels, or the added levels, aren't just terrible. They've got character. Like here, I mean, you'd never fall down like this and there's just a random snapping jaw there. It's like sort of like a level 8 vibe here. You hit the thing this side and you have to run across the whole level. And then jump out to the exit. There we go. I think this is a nice level. And it gets a little bit of character, because the thing with the Prince of Persia levels is that they each had something special about them. And I got to see that firsthand in the modification, the mod, custom levels called Repetition of Time, which you should check out, by King of Persia. That it uses, it shows you that each level does have something special about it that's either unique or hard-coded into that level. Like here, this is special because if you had to not play the PC, you would remember this level very clearly, because it's the level you forget to open the exit. And this is obviously special. This potion that stops time. Okay, I really have to focus here, so no more talking. So I've opened the exit, I've got the stop time potion, and I'm going to show you how to use the jump setup, even in a difficult situation like this. So you just go in and you don't worry about the fade. There's the perfect jump setup. Go again. Nothing's happening here. Don't worry about the fade. Perfect jump setup, even though you don't need it. Wait. Just in case. Okay. I'm gonna wait for this guy. I think I was too slow. See? You can be all nice and careful about it and still make it. I just didn't want to run for the exit. I thought I was a little bit too slow. This is going to take a while. Okay. Still got 3. Let's not screw this up now. Sounds like the music's duplicated on itself. Okay, that's fine. See, it's a special level. It's got the time pausing potion. Yeah, I don't think there's too much more that I need to actually say at this point. So now we are on level 8, which was level 6 on the PC. The mid-boss, called Fatty, but he's a little bit too much of a pain to actually beat like this. What I was thinking about doing is doing that little trick where you drop into the hole. But I suppose it has... Yeah, it screwed me before, is the point I'm trying to make, so I'm not doing it. Just mash, there we go. He's definitely a little bit more difficult than the standard guard, but... So to set up your jump is a step forward and a crouch, and then you'll always do a perfect running jump. Oh, no. That's supposed to happen. Oh, God damn it. But yeah. Not too much more to say. Oh, there is something to say here that's different. That falling tile in the center, you must not hit that. The left-hand gate at the bottom will not open. And there's a difference. In the PC, the fall-away tile is there and not here. So you can get trapped. This game doesn't care about you getting trapped, that's for sure. It's one of the later levels, the additional levels, where it blatantly proves that it does not care if you get trapped. Like, just figure it out, bitch, is the attitude that the developers would have had. And I did actually have, I think I'm in the right position. I did actually have the inclination to make a video like this. because I think it's quite cool to make videos in response to other people's videos. I was watching, those are my main two games, or three games in life, Prince of Persia, Tomb Raider, and Doom. And there's quite a lot of cool Doom channels, but I like, because DaxidXNewton is my favorite YouTuber, because he just is himself and he doesn't talk nonsense. He's just naturally great and funny and all that, and he thinks he isn't funny, which is the cool thing. He keeps saying he's not funny, but he is. Anyway, and then for Doom, Decino, he's very cool. Also because David makes, actually fall quite fast there. Okay, I got to time this nicely. David makes quality videos, and so does, I'm gonna call him Decino. Pretend he's Italian or something. Okay, let's do this. Oh no. Yeah, okay, while I'm waiting for this thing. They're very, very good videos in terms of quality and video editing skills and effort. David does that, and so does Decino. The point is, Decino made videos, people did things in response to them. I'm only 7 years late in responding to this. Oh, for God's sake. See, try that again. And so yeah, I just remembered he said this game is totally broken and unplayable, and so yeah, that's why I'm making this video. It's not about I need 1 million people to view this. I wouldn't want people to care about this. It's just for David to see in response to his video. Sweet. See, that's also cool. You just crouch and you press attack or strike or grab button, and it does it perfect. You don't have to try and figure out how to press forward and hold down. So that's a nice see. Okay, now we get to myself and David's least favorite level of all time, level 8. So yes, this is a special guard on the PC. He doesn't approach you ever, but in this version he's just a normal guard. But like I was supposed to be saying this whole time, I'm trying to talk about these comparisons, but at the same time, imagine if you hadn't played the PC version. That really wouldn't bother you if you didn't know that there was one slightly more irritating guard than usual over there. So it doesn't really affect it, because there were parts of the game that completely missed the point, especially the NES version. And you know, this version didn't miss the point, or sub-stories, or completely fail at the game itself. Oh, come on. Okay, so here's a good example where you want to set up the jump. That's already correct. That's perfect. So you just set up the jumps, and then it's great. It always makes it more interesting than not setting up jumps. Be very careful with this entrance. Yeah, that's perfect. So there at least is something to the combat, even though you don't end up blocking. So the dynamic is a lot less exciting. But I mean, at least there's that aspect where you got to really okay, let's see, this is where you're in a rush, but you can still I think that's my bad. That wasn't as though that wasn't a situation where it should have worked and it didn't. I was too slow there. That is my bad. And it's level 8. I mean, level 8 never goes well. So level 10 in this case, but this is the classic level 8 where everything is just terrible. See how hard I pressed the button there. No. I think this was one of the hardest swordsmen. I think just by chance. It was probably just bad luck. Because you're so desperate to finish level 8 that swordsman just felt like it was so much worse than the others. You stupid git. Oh, there I didn't. I needed to step forward a little bit more, and I just didn't. It's not the time for that kind of nonsense. It really is not. But I did it. It is what it is. See, it's not so bad. I even repeated all of that stuff. Just want to show you that the mouse does actually work, and I think it is the same as the PC. It takes 8 seconds to come in, or maybe a little bit less than that. But the mouse doesn't ever run away again, it just stands there. So you could actually go and pet it if you wanted to. Oh, but I didn't do that, it's too late now. So that was very slow, but that's level 8. I basically just mitigated or mediated or whatever that special word is, the damage that is always done by level 8. It's a soul destroying level 8, and in this case level 10. Okay, moving on. Level 11, this is the legit PC level 9, which I thought was a fairly uneventful level. It had its special moment in the fact that you would get all the way to the end and realize the gate to the exit screen is closed. So it was special in that sense. But it actually did have something special in it. It had the upside down potion. But no one ever got it. Once you get the upside down potion once, you never pick it up again. Because that was the thing about Prince of Persia when it was played on PC back in the 90s. I suppose since it's 2021 now, I need to specify the 1990s. Okay. Wait, really? No, I don't. That was just stupid. Anyway. But you had to replay Prince of Persia. That's how it worked. There were no quick saves. You had to play, and if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't make it. The end, and then you replay it. So I'm gonna go and. The point is, replaying the game many times. Okay, I didn't think that would work. Was normal. Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, good. I was trying to tap it down with the back of my heel. In the PC version, you could walk up to a fall-away tile, turn around and crouch, and he would just tap it with his heel, which was quite cool. Didn't work now. I don't think I even mentioned it. I was talking about Ticino and then stopped saying it. He's got that very cool YouTube channel, and he made the video about Doom challenges deemed impossible, and then everyone just went apeshit on that and tried to prove him wrong. Not necessarily prove him wrong, but you know how people are with ego and whatever. Wanted to see if they could do it. I also considered it. What did I try and do? There was that one level to do pacifists, but it doesn't matter. But you know, I like playing games in response to someone else's video, you know. That way you can not feel so bad when you get so few views. Okay, right. I'm not sure about this. Oh yeah, let's do the actual setup then. There. Crouch. There you go. Okay, so the inversion potion, which is something this port got right, is they took it away because everyone hates it. So there is no inversion potion. It's just a normal looking potion, which is a booster. I don't know why I said booster. It's a extra health. "25 minutes left." It's looking a little bit bleak at this point. I don't know why that feels bleak. It's still not bad. I remember on the PC I'd stand here between these two columns and the swordsman between the other two columns. I don't know why, there was something special about it. I think at the PC this was a purple gowned guard. For some reason it felt fairly unique. And he had a large health bar. One of the the first guards to have a huge health bar. Okay, so this is level 12, which is another one of the added levels, which apparently were exclusive to the European version of this game. And this does have character. This is a very cool level, and I'll show you why. It's the repeater, I believe they called it. So you want to jump over that button. So you think, what's the point of this? Why? There's just an open gate up there. So your first run through this level, everything's just open. There's not really anything happening. But now you've closed that gate, And in your second time around, it's gonna just have that extra challenge, which is a very cool. I don't know what I just did there, but it was bad. You see, and it's quite easy to set up all of the jump. Okay, never mind. I didn't set it up correctly, but it's not critical. It is relatively easy to set up the jumps, so you don't need to go up there, and everything at the top there is unnecessary for the first pass. So the repeater level, it's really cool. It's a special level. Oops. It's not like the additional levels. I don't know, I can't remember if David said the added levels were just lame or not, but I don't think it was positive. It was just like there's extra levels, like who cares? I think he hated it so much that the fact that you had to spend more time on more levels was just disappointing and upsetting to him. But they're actually pretty sweet levels. Come on. Timing, 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 baby. Oh, for God's sake. Getting complacent. That's the only thing that makes fighting go pear-shaped in this, is complacency and impatience, which normally go hand in hand. But I'll take this. See, now we've got to do our second pass because we had to fall down there. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to open this gate again. Set up nicely for the jump, which I didn't do, but somehow it happened nicely. So now we're going to time our jump through the chopper onto that, because this time we need that gate open. There we go. Oops. Oh, don't do that. Okay, good. Oh yeah, and I can show you this. This is the only thing in Prince. When you climb up and climb up again, he doesn't grab the first time, which is annoying. Prince of Persia, they had that right. Okay, do all of this again. So now that gate over there is closed and you have to use this top piece. And what can happen is if you don't know what you're doing and you go this top route the first time and knock this tile down because you don't know what you're doing, then you can't get through on your second run. This is a time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need that 5 minutes, I think. I don't know where it could be, but it feels like one of those time potions. There's one that I don't get. There's one that's missing. Not missing, but one that I don't get, but I don't know where on earth it could be. Or where in the dungeon it could be. Okay, sweet. So now I can actually get through here. Oh yeah, but I have to do a running jump. Just so I'm in the correct space to do one of those. There we go. Just be very careful around the spikes. No point playing with your life. And here they've even added in something else that's special. A break the ground potion. See that? Which you need to drink to open the door because you cannot reach that exit button. So here we're on level 13, which is the traditional level 11. I just had to make sure I ran far enough past that hole. I really prefer not to lose another hit point to this guy. You hear me mashing that button. You don't have to. It's just, I feel better doing it like that. Just press it nice and firmly. Ah! Okay. So there's none of that noise detection by the guards. So you can go up, you have to, by the looks of it, go the way that no one actually understands. But in this version you can just climb up here. Just try and get your sword out. It doesn't happen, and then just do that. See, that's quite cool. I wouldn't have minded if that was how it worked in Prince of Persia on the PC. Come now, come on now. Six health points. This could take a while unless I can get that timing proper. There's no need to panic because I've got all that health, so just get the timing right. Get the timing right. Get the timing right. Timing right. Get the timing right. Get the timing right. Get the timing right. There we go. Now we would be going on to level 12. Wait. Oh, that was level 10 from the PC. And now this would be level 11 from the PC. But it's actually level whatever. So you can actually skip quite a bit because there's a breakaway tile there. And you can just use this spot for access. And apparently in this version, this area is actually, I forget the correct term, but it's a usable area apparently in this palace area. So just run all the way along the top, just bypass everything. Don't fall down there, you gotta fall down here. You've crushed all of the shut switches. Can do this little move here that you couldn't do on the PC. Don't jump here. I think if you run and jump and land on breakaway tiles at the wrong moment, you can fall through them. So be careful of that. I'm actually going to try and push this guy down. Come on, come on, faster, faster, faster. Tap. Here I have to mash. Mash, mash, mash. Step forward. Step forward, step forward, step forward. There we go. That was stressful. Oh, and by the way, the most unknown thing about all of Prince of Persia 1 is this little area up here that no one ever goes to. There you go. I'm not going to take that. That looks perfect. There we go. Five health points. No, just time it. This is not a good time to screw up. Move forward. No, don't move forward. It's left 4. Don't panic. I am panicking a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Mash. Getting tired. There we go. You definitely cannot fall down like that and grab the ledge like you can in I was going to say Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, I don't even know. Yes, you can do it in Tomb Raider, but very limited and very irrelevant at this point. Okay, now we would be on level 12, but we are on level 15 here. Careful with this, but you can just jump across like that. But I'll be honest, what do I do here? I just climb down. Sorry, I got confused then for a moment. Step forward, just run across here, run through that. Okay, just keep running when you go across here, otherwise you're going to fall down that hole there. So this is an epic level. Just don't run off here. You die if you do that. This is a very epic level. If this was a legit level, it would have been one of the scariest levels. This would have been a great final dungeon level. Basically this level and then level 12 on the PC, but I mean this is the second final level, so playable, or not run a couple of screens into the princess's embrace kind of level. I'm gonna pick this up. Oh, I don't. Only 3 health. I think they knew that the essence of this level was not fighting overpowered swordsmen, so they just made that easy. This reminds me of one of those cave levels from Prince of Persia 2. Actually, let's do a perfect setup here. Step, top thing. Oh my god. Freaked me out so badly. Just bypass that guard and fall down. Oh. See, this is definitely a smash your health potion. Only 11 minutes left. See, this is definitely a feature of this level that would freak you out if this was in the PC version when you were 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old, trying to play this. But just close the gate so you... Oh no. Mash, mash. There's nothing more to do than just mash. Just mash. Still got 3 health? Yes. Anyway, I was supposed to close the gate and then you can just get like... At least get 2 hits on him, you know. Sorry, I was all slow. I was pressing the wrong button. Would have been an epic memory, this final fight here. Level 16. That's where they got the special music. And I think David said it was a nice idea, but it was shit. Not in those words, but something like that. Yeah, one of the other things is you cannot crouch down to avoid the falling plates. Oh, you can! Is that a mind rape? So merge with the shadow, that still happens. What's interesting here is you have to make that jump. The first 3 tiles don't exist. There's no falling tiles, which is unfortunate because that was a very memorable feature of this level. But if you didn't play the PC, you wouldn't know any better. Okay. And he behaves a bit differently. He's got a really short step. So I'm just gonna do what I used to do on the PC. Just try and push him out because he's just such a douche, really. There he goes. And I'd say I played that pretty well, don't you say? Don't you think? And I only have 6 minutes left. So it's quite demanding. It's quite a demanding game. You have to really know what you're doing to be able to play it. And don't die once. So that's basically on this little final run, maybe 5 minutes left. 5 minutes remaining just now. On a flawless run. Oh, it wasn't flawless with level 8, but close enough. And yes, at least you get to see a nice booty. Booty!
A tyrant Rafar lies dead. Throughout Persia the people hail the princess and the valiant youth who saved them from slavery. A stranger no more, from this day forth is known as Prince of Persia.
So yeah, that's all I wanted, to show David that it's not unplayable. You can do it with no deaths, and I know David will appreciate that. I know he will. And if he is watching and still watching, I know you will appreciate that. The end. I'm gonna leave now.